Why is Schoolboy's right arm looking so massive compared to his left arm? Why isn't Derek Smith winning anything recently? And one Indian YouTube channel that went from 50,000 subscribers to 300,000 subscribers within a matter of weeks. Alexey Voevoda comeback training. He's looking in a better shape compared to his previous comeback against Tim Bresnan. And Richard Lupkes is injured and out of Monster Factory. Is the injury serious? Will he be able to make a comeback once again at 66? It looks difficult. So let's start with the first news. Schoolboy uploaded a video on Armwrestling TV, the biggest armwrestling channel in the world. Well, armwrestling specific. Larry Wheels also uploads a lot of armwrestling videos. If we consider that channel armwrestling channel, then Larry has the biggest channel. So he uploaded a video. In this bicep pose, Schoolboy's right arm is looking twice the size of his left arm, but that never used to be the case. So what's the case here? People are saying that this is giant pumpkin training. Well, not really. Maybe a small portion of that can be contributed to his right arm only training. But Schoolboy injured his left bicep. He tore his bicep and he had to undergo surgery. But he never stopped training his right arm, apparently, because he posted training videos with his right arm. Never give up attitude by the young boy. So this is his left arm getting way smaller compared to his right, and not necessarily his right getting bigger. Well, because of the right arm only training, maybe the right could have gotten a centimeter or two bigger, but it is the left that got a lot smaller. And I hope that they are finally able to make a comeback, not only on the table and also on YouTube, because their channel once was like 100 plus million views every single month. But since the time COVID hit and Schoolboy was stuck in Russia, he couldn't go back to his brother in USA and couldn't upload those New York famous street arm wrestling videos. The channel took a hit. I hope they come back to that it was almost a fantasy world. I know Schoolboy is not going to be Schoolboy once again. He's not going to be looking like that young innocent kid who was beating everyone. He's a giant, 6'5", 250 pounds, 250 plus. I'm saying 250 because he must have lost some weight because of that surgery. So I hope they make a comeback. Austin Jaggers versus Derek Smith. Derek Smith was looking absolutely monstrous. His cupping ability without the straps, the way he was able to stop Austin's top roll hit and just contain him with the fingers and pin him twice, that was really impressive. Some people are saying, well, Derek lost 3 pins to 2 because he wasn't looking like the Derek Smith. People always say that when Derek lost at East versus West against Rivas and Morozov, they were saying that, well, Derek wasn't in his game. Same goes for Matt Mask. Well, Matt wasn't in his game against Artem Morozov. Well, how are you going to be in your game? How are you going to be so aggressive against the opponent when you're getting overpowered? Everyone is aggressive and in their game when they are winning. It was clear that in the first 2 rounds, Derek was looking okay. He was looking confident. He was roaring. But after that, Austin made some good adjustments, and when Derek stopped his top roll, the match went in a hook, and it looked like Derek almost pinned him in a hook as well, but his endurance wasn't as good as Austin's endurance, and he made some good adjustments. So there was some confusion about the running fouls. Derek laid down because he was on a running foul. He was supposed to continue, but he felt that there is no point in wasting energy anymore. So he laid down, and in a hook, Austin was clearly stronger. Austin is on the rise. He lost to Tim Bresnan and Derek beat Tim Bresnan, but still Austin beats Derek Smith. So either it is styles make matches or Austin is getting really strong. And by the way, Lachlan Adair beat Austin Jaggers not so long ago. So what does this say about the Australian? The good thing about Derek is that he loves arm wrestling. He dedicates himself to arm wrestling. The way he explains things, it is really good for the arm wrestling community. But the man has been arm wrestling for more than a decade and he's really technical. Not that he's going to learn much more in the technical department. Maybe he will, like developing a king's move after 20 years of arm wrestling like Devon Larratt. Maybe something like that can happen, but for now, his physical stature is filled. He looks really muscular, well built, 6'8". It doesn't look like there is much room for improvement left in Derek. He was sharing his #1 arm wrestler in the world dream, but for now it looks almost impossible to me. So let's move on to the next news. Sachin Goel fitness. So Sachin Goel is an Indian arm wrestler who competes in 80 kilos weight category. And he's around top 3 to top 5 in India. And he went to Iran in the Arm Wrestling Cup recently and uploaded a shot of a match against an Iranian with a good music, good hook battle which he won. I think it was uploaded on 22nd of Feb, so it was not that long ago, and at that time he had around 50, little bit more than 50,000 subscribers, and that short went viral. And he's gaining, like, every time you check his channel, within 30 minutes he's gaining 1,000 subscribers. So right now when I'm recording this video, he's almost at 300,000, maybe 400-500, less than that. For sure he's going to be over 300,000 by the time you watch this video. That is just unheard of. I talked with Ryan Bowen. Ryan said that it was a similar situation for Armwrestling TV as well. They went from 50k to 150k in 1 week, and that is 50k to 150 to 300k in like less than 3 weeks. So that's amazing. The even more interesting thing is that he didn't win that tournament. I think he placed 5th or 6th, but he re-uploaded that short with a different music, and the first one got like 50 million views almost, and the second one also got like 25 million views. So that is simply amazing. But the evil side of YouTube is that the subscribers that you gain from shorts doesn't really watch your long form content. You can see his long form content is still not getting that many views. So that's why I am scared of these viral YouTube shorts, because they're going to help you gain subscribers, and if you're a personal trainer like him, then you're set for life. With that short, that guy is set for life because he's a personal trainer as well. And it helps in community tab as well. So the subscribers you gain from shorts, they somehow thumbs up a lot of community posts. So let's move on to the next news. Alexey Voevoda, he was doing this interesting training, putting his elbow on the table and doing pronation and supination. Of course, it doesn't translate that much, but doing that with 40 kilograms is impressive. And he recently shared some photos. I think he looked like he was almost pumped up when these photos were taken. If he wasn't, then he's in a really good shape. And remember, that guy is about 6'4", 6'5", built like a tank. He still looks really athletic. He's doing box jumps and stuff, like climbing with his hands. He's really athletic. He was talking about a comeback at either King of the Table or East versus West. So looks like he's getting offered matches by both organizations. And maybe the opponent is same, maybe the opponent is different. Looks like at East versus West, it could be John Brzink. I don't know what the offer for King of the Table is. Alexey said that the opponent is not decided yet. But in his recent video, he was saying that he's going to make some negotiations, sign some contract with Engin Terzi. He mentioned the word contract. Engin isn't really interested in contracts. He never gives the athletes any contract, because why would anyone need a contract? Engin is going to keep his words. So you just clarify with Engin before the match. Whatever he says, he's going to do. I think that's the deal. Maybe like even Devon was saying, let's sign the contract in a Gennady match. So I think that's just a way to communicate things. The professional athletes speak in those terms, in that language. I think that was the case, but still he was saying that the match is not confirmed yet. Engin did say that he's going to compete this year. So I don't know the details, but looks like he's now going to compete at East versus West. But I would have loved to know who his opponent was at King of the Table if he was supposed to compete there as well. Richard Lupkes. So Monster Factory 5 is actually on 29th of April, 5 p.m. CST. Richard Lupkes versus Chance Shaw was the main event, but Chance got injured in the elbow, and now Richard got injured. He ruptured his back.
9 days ago, I got a text from Richard Lupkes that he ruptured a disc in his back.
Seems like a serious injury. And the guy is 66. He's still built like a tank. Like if you remove his face, just show his body from neck down, ask someone, guess the age of that guy, someone would probably say, well, that looks like a solid off-season 40-year former Mr. Olympia who's a giant. That's what he looks like at 66. Well, I haven't seen his recent photos, but considering that he's even heavier than he was before, like 330 pounds, that guy is awesome. But is he ever going to be able to make a comeback? Man, at this age with a serious injury, I'm not sure if he's going to have the motivation or the physical ability to train himself once again to be at that level. So that's about it. I'll just quickly tell you the names of the matches at East versus West not East versus the Monster Factory main event card. Craig Tullia versus Eduardo Tiete. Brent Rockers versus Daniel Mosier. Pablo versus Artem. That looks like a mismatch, man. Pablo is way bigger than Artem. Pablo destroyed Monster Michael Todd. I'm not sure what he's going to do to Artem. Roman Gromo versus Dustin Hyatt. So I think that's about it for this video. Please like it, please subscribe, and I'll see you again. Bye.